Hey, Rudy, welcome. Yeah, everything's going okay. I appreciate that. Hope everything's going good with you as well. Welcome, everyone, to today's live stream, episode number 24 of our Kingdom Come Deliverance gameplay series. I'm Commander Jarval, and I want to thank you for coming along on our journey today. So, nothing new on admin notes. So, on our recap, last week we ended our episode by working our way through the sheep in wolf's clothing and hare hunt quests. And today we're going to make our choice as to which of those two quests we want to finish up because they are mutually exclusive. You cannot do them both. One of them has clear benefits over the other one, but it does require you to do something up front that is kind of morally ambiguous, so to speak. So let's go ahead and jump in here, and we'll take a look at what I mean. Yeah, Rudy, it's I'm happy to get out of the sweltering heat, but I really hate the cold here in Texas. So we'll see. This time of year's always interesting for me, but but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So let's take a look real quick at where we are with these two. We can meet with Black Lukesh and continue on with Sheep and Wolf's Clothing, or we can continue on with Hare Hunt by talking to Nicholas. Okay? These two things are where this diverges. We're going to go with Sheep in Wolf's Clothing. Okay? We are not going to continue Hare Hunt. We're going to continue down the path of Sheep and Wolf Clothing, even though you have to, like I say, you have to do something here at the start that's kind of not all that great. But to continue with Sheep in Wolf's Clothing, we can head to this clearing where everything went down, and we can kind of meet Hanekin Hare that way. But we're going to go and talk to Black Lukesh here in Sheep and Wolf's Clothing. So he's up here in Talmberg. So we're going to fast travel to Talmberg. And we're going to turn around and head up this way. See if he's got any training we can do here.
Certainly. I'd like to... First you have to... Well. I hear you're a... Certainly. I'd like to... All right. Now, pay close attention.
So we'll get a couple of lockpicking levels here.
I hear you're a... Certainly. I want to achieve... All right. Now...
Got plenty of groschen, so no need to haggle with them. And then we'll continue on with Andrew sent me.
Andrew the innkeeper sent me. Said you had a job for someone who's good with a bow.
Did he now? That's all very well, but I don't know if you're a man I can trust.
So how can I prove it to you?
For a start, you can tell me why a lad like you wants to join us.
I've heard it could earn me some decent coin.
Yeah, that's what I used to think. Only it's not quite that simple.
Why's that?
You'll find out for yourself. Anyway, I have to check you out first. See if you're any good.
I'm listening.
To begin with, I need to know if you're at home in the woods. And if you're any kind of hunter. Bring me some deer antlers, and then we'll talk.
Easy.
Okay, so now we need to take a trophy off of a buck. Now, to do that, you have to have the antlers perk. Okay, that's why we took it last time, was so that we'd be able to continue on with this. And we need to get a deer hunting site here. Both of them are across the river, but it's probably easier to get to this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's head back around Talmberg and we'll make our way over there.
Yeah.
Go out the back of the hunting lodge here. And then we'll just head cross country to get over here. Pretty soon we'll run into the road.
Yeah.
There's the road. Okay. Let's hop down and we will go hunting. And we're looking to pull a stag here. There he is right there. And you get to one-shot him with the sinew bow and the arrows. So now we'll take the antlers. Put our bow away. Remove that marker. And we'll head back to Talmberg.
Yeah.
All right, so let's turn these in.
I was beginning to worry you'd got lost in the forest.
No need to worry. I would have come back sooner, but it seemed a long way to go for just the one.
Well, so you're keen on hunting. I like that, lad. So give me the trophy, and the first task of your trial is done.
The first task?
Well, there was only one to begin with, but then I thought you could do something else for us.
I see. So what do you want me to do next? Kill a dragon? Catch a water sprite?
Hilarious. Better listen up, lad. Nicholas the Huntsman has a very fine old hunting horn. But we'd like Nicholas better without any horns. Understand?
Where does he keep the horn?
Sometimes he carries it with him. It is a badge of office, after all. But I don't suppose he sleeps with it. Best to go at night and have a look around his lodge. It's on the hill above the village, opposite the castle. Come back to me as soon as you've got the horn. I can't wait to see the look on Nicholas's face.
Right, I'll get to it.
Glad to hear it. Good luck.
Okay, so now we need to get Nicholas's hunting horn. So we know where Nicholas is at here, so we're going to go back that same exact way we just went. And you can combine these, by the way. If you wanted to, on your way through to do the last section of quest, stop in at Nicholas's lodge and steal his hunting horn, you certainly can. It's there all the time. It's not waiting for you to steal it. Margaret, that was her that we just passed, which is good, because we want him to be out the back working, which he is. And we want Margaret to be gone so that we can go upstairs here without being disturbed. There's an easy chest here, which we can unlock with Master Thief. Oh. It's not that one. I thought that was it. Oh, yeah, because during the... Sorry to clear my throat there. During the day, he has it on him. So, here doing this, you definitely want to save. Oh, that was lucky. A lot of times, when you start pickpocketing, he will find you as soon as you start pickpocketing. Or when you're trying to up the time on it, he will again find you. He's pretty hard to pickpocket sometimes. So always make sure you save before you you go into that one. But for us, it was pretty easy that time.
I have that horn for you.
I'm looking forward to seeing the smile wiped off Nicholas's face when he finds out. As for you, the old man says you're in.
Last time you told me that if I brought the horn, you'd finally tell me what's going on.
Let's put it this way. Our old man's had it in for Master Huntsman Nicholas for years.
Why does he have it in for him?
There's more than one reason. But the heart of it is, Nicholas lied under oath and almost got him hanged.
That's a fair enough reason.
You're telling me.
What's he trying to achieve?
If you want to know, ask around the village what they think of the Master Huntsman. The old man is making a bigger and bigger fool of him day by day. Soon enough, the gossip will reach the ears of Sir Divish himself. And that's just what the old man wants.
It wouldn't by any chance be that Hanekin Hare everyone's talking about, would it?
Hear ye, hear ye. The lad is smarter than he looks. It is him, as it happens. What have you been hearing about him?
I've heard all sorts of things. Some people said he's a sorcerer who can talk to animals.
I'll have to tell Hanekin that one. It's no surprise, though. To this day, folk can't get their heads around that escape of his.
And how did he make his escape?
What do I know? He's never told anyone. Anyway, if you want to know the details, ask him yourself.
And we're going to, and once you follow this quest line down and you find out how he made his escape, that is another reason why I'm choosing this route.
It wouldn't by any chance be...
Hear ye?
They said he killed some man-at-arms and fled.
Who keeps spreading those lies? Some folk haven't the sense they were born with. Anyway, if you want to know the details, ask him yourself.
So, What comes next?
We're just getting something big ready. We'll make camp in the north of Broder Woods. There's a concealed glade, and that's where you'll find us.
All right, I'll meet you there.
Okay, so now you find out from him, assuming he's not lying, that the whole story about Hanekin and Hare killing someone and running away is a lie. We're going to find out a little more about that, but first I'm going to gear up because I'm going to need this. You can let this play out, but there's a very good chance that Hanekin won't survive, and that's bad. So you're going to want to get involved in this. So now we need to go meet at this glade up here. Okay. And if we look at Hare Hunt, okay, you can see that the things have changed here. We're no longer able to just meet up with or go to the glade where this all started. Now you will either go to Captain Robard, report back to the huntsman, or check out the inn at the glade. There is no other expansion of this, and that's because Sheep's in Wolf Clothing is now going to be overriding this a bit. So let's head back.
Yeah.
Same way we were. And this is your last chance to decide which way you want to go with this quest. You're going to go right past Nicholas's house again. And if you want to stop in and talk to him, then you can. If you talk to him, though, or you talk to Sir Robard, you're going to fail Sheep in Wolf's Clothing. You will not be able to complete it, no matter the outcome of what we're about to get into. Okay? So this, if you've talked to either one of them, you're locked in already. So we do not obviously want to be locked in, so that's why I'm not going to talk to him. And we're going to make our way up here. We're going to get a pathway that heads off to the right. No, I've already passed it. I was talking, wasn't paying attention. So we're going to head down here. There's the path. And we're going to get off of our horse here. And we're going to drop a save. Before we make our way up here to the clearing. You can see their little camp up here.
So you're the new fellow. Lucas said you know a thing or two. Question is, can we trust you?
Would I be here if you didn't?
Probably not. Did Lucas tell you who's in charge? Well, speak of the devil. Started to worry you weren't coming.
It couldn't be helped, Goathead. I had to get a document written up, and the nearest priest I can trust is in Janowitz.
Not writing your will already, sir.
Who is this?
Henry. Lucas brought him. He nicked Nicholas's hunting horn for us.
Then I'm sure we'll get on like a house on fire. Is everyone here?
Everyone. Except that fool Rada and the charcoal burner. No one's seen hide nor hair of him.
We can't delay. If he's not back by evening, we go without him. So, Henry, tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Why you came here. Where you come from. You know how it goes. I want to know your story.
What if I don't have one?
Everyone has a story. Leastways, everyone in this clearing does.
Sir! Sir! The Tomburgers are coming!
Hanekin Hare of Zalush, I arrest you in the name of Lord Divish of Talmberg.
The Master Huntsman is not coming?
The Master Huntsman arrests poachers, not murderers. Will you come quietly?
What do you say, man?
Okay, now here you have to kill the guards. Okay, and you're going to have to get involved in this. Okay, and this is where you make your choice. Okay, now if you don't help him, if you don't actively help here, like I say, there's a very, very high chance that the guards are going to win this fight, and you will fail the quest anyway. So if you side with Hare, you can't just stand back. If you're trying to get the merciful achievement out of this by doing this without killing anybody, then you're going to have to reload this thing a bunch of times. That's just how it is. Because the guards tend to overwhelm them really, really quickly. So we're going to side with Hare, and we're going to jump in here and have a fight.
I say there's nothing to fear.
What are you doing?
What's come across?
Come and get it!
Whoop.
Get what for? Here!
Answer to my prayers. Just when I wanted to vent my rage.
Go ahead and gather your strength. Well, I never.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, and see, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, so
That.
I'm going to
Yeah.
enjoy this.
sometimes when you're in there fighting, sometimes, because I did accidentally hit him. So if you accidentally hit one of them, then you're going to need to reload it, because they'll become hostile afterwards. So we'll just hop back in here, fast forward through these.
Hanekin Hare of Zalush, I arrest you in the name of Lord...
Henry?
I say there's nothing to fear.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong...
What's up?
Oh, and he walked in front of me again.
Go and weaken.
Well, man, Dad.
Ah.
Come here.
Okay. Okay. So this one worked.
Fuck! Some bastard must have betrayed us! Quickly, we'll hide in the mine shaft!
Well, look here.
You can see every one of his guys died. Okay. That's how hard it is to keep him alive here sometimes. So now you just follow him to his hideout and we'll be able to complete Sheep in Wolf's Clothing. Now that has also failed Hare Hunt. Okay. Like I say, the quests are mutually exclusive. And I also, I think, told you last time, there is a way to do them both, but it glitches both of them out. Now, if you are doing Hare Hunt, during that fight, he will very often want to run away. And when he does, you'll have to follow him here to his hideout at this cave. He'll only stay here a short amount of time, though. So you have to track him down. And once you find him, then he'll turn and fight you. You can also, while he's running away, if you shoot him with an arrow or something like that, he will immediately turn and fight you. But since we're not doing that, we'll just follow him over here to this cave. Yeah, what makes it worse is that, I mean, you're playing the follow the NPC game, but beyond that, it's the fact that this is so hilly, and when NPCs walk up and down hills, they move a lot slower. So you can see how he slowed down, and my walking speed is able to catch up to him. When they're on flat and level ground, they walk a lot faster. See? But when they walk downhill or uphill, they just slow down. So I think it's right down here. Yeah.
It seems things have started to move faster than I expected. Thank you, Henry. Without you, I probably wouldn't have saved my skin.
You're welcome. I know how it feels to be up to your neck in shit with no one to pull you out.
I'm sorry you've been dragged into my mess. It shouldn't be your problem.
What's this all about?
It's complicated. And I understand that it might be hard to believe, but today you fought on the side of justice.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Hanekin Hare of Zalush.
The nobleman?
I used to be. My house became sadly impoverished, and I became the master huntsman at Talmberg.
Gamekeeper turned poacher? I see. That's quite a transformation.
Nicholas gave me no choice.
What happened to your family?
My father lost his influential friends and the money with them. After his death, I inherited only his debts. There was nothing for it but to sell off all our possessions, see to my sister's welfare, and manage as best I could.
That sounds a rough deal.
Believe it or not, I never cared for the life of a nobleman. I spent my youth running free, hunting in the woods.
What happened between you and Nicholas?
I was falsely accused of murder. Henry of Lipa visited Talmberg, and the morning after the banquet in his honor, one of his men was found dead.
And didn't they have any cause to suspect you?
That's just it. They did. At the banquet, I got into a fight with the man.
I know Sir Hanish of Lipa. Was Sir Henry his father?
Indeed. He was on his way to Ratai to take charge of the fiefdom for young Sir Hans Capon.
Why did you get into a fight with him?
The fall of the House of Zalush was the work of the Lords of Lipa, and that fellow took great delight in reminding me of it.
And then what?
Nicholas began to pull strings. Several people came forward as witnesses to say they saw me with the fellow later that night.
Why would he have done that?
He wanted rid of me. We were both in love with the same lass, you see, and Margaret is his wife today. But back then there was no question which of the two of us would win her. I was the huntsman of noble blood, and Nicholas was just plain Nick. Her father's preference was clear.
Do you know who did kill the man?
No. He was found in a ditch with his neck broken. He could have tripped and fallen, all on his own.
And that never occurred to anyone?
It did. But some people swore they'd seen us jostling on the drawbridge. Of course, that was Nicholas's work.
What did Margaret think of you?
She took me for a fool. She only had eyes for Nicholas, but I didn't see it then. In the end, she could have saved me.
How?
She could have told the truth. After the banquet, I was with her. But when they asked her, she said she hadn't seen me that night.
How did you get out of it?
What leads you to imagine I did?
Your head's still on your shoulders, so you must have escaped somehow.
I'm alive. But my name and my family's name has been dragged through the mud. For me, that's worse than the sentence waiting for me.
If you say so. But you still managed to get away.
Well, it's true. I had the good fortune to escape from the dungeon.
From the Talmberg dungeon? That can't be done, can it?
It's not too hard when the lord of the castle himself helps you escape.
So Divish set you free? From his own dungeon?
He couldn't offend Henry, so he had to lock me up. But he trusted me. We were friends, after all. He led me out of the castle in the night. I was given a good horse, and in a couple of days I was in Silesia. And that was the end of it. At least until now.
And how did it happen?
It's a long story.
I've got time to listen.
All right. But for you to understand, I have to start from the beginning. I was born as Hanekin Hare of Zalush, the eldest son of Sidney of Zalush. My house became sadly impoverished, and I became the master huntsman at Talmberg.
Gamekeeper turned poacher? I see. That's quite a transformation.
Nicholas gave me no choice.
What happened between you and Nicholas?
I was falsely accused of murder. Henry of Lipa visited Talmberg, and the morning after the banquet in his honor, one of his men was found dead.
And didn't they have any cause to suspect you?
That's just it, they did. At the banquet, I got into a fight with the man.
And then what?
Nicholas began to...
Why would he have...
He wanted...
How did you...
What leads you...
Your head's...
I'm alive.
Well,
Well,
so we've seen these conversations before.
An interesting story.
I can't complain of boredom. The question is, will anyone believe me?
Even if I believed you, there's no proof. It all happened a long time ago.
I know, but if I didn't believe in my own innocence, I'd have to be crazy to have done what I did.
Why?
If I truly were guilty, why would I risk coming back to Bohemia? I could have died in peace as a rich man in the pay of the Jagiellonians. Only a fool would come back.
Nicholas took everything you had, regardless of your guilt or innocence. I'd say you have more than enough cause to want revenge.
I'm not like him. Anyway, you're right. I don't have any proof of my innocence. All I can give you is my word.
This is one of the most insane stories I've heard lately.
That doesn't surprise me.
But something tells me you're speaking the truth, Hanekin Hare.
Thank you. I didn't expect to find anyone who believed me.
Trust me, after what I've seen lately, not much could surprise me.
Okay, that's going to start the Cherchez La Femme quest, and this is the quest that's going to get you the benefits that I was talking about.
So, what are you up to?
Working out how to get Nicholas's confession.
And how would you do that exactly?
Simple. I'll have him sign it. I've had the priest in Janowitz write me up a parchment. When Nicholas signs it, he'll admit to everything written down there.
How do you want to force him to do that?
He won't have a choice, or rather he will have, between his wife Margaret and the job of huntsman.
I'm not following this at all.
It's plain enough. We'll kidnap Margaret. That's to say, you'll kidnap Margaret while I distract Nicholas. If he wants to see her again, he won't have any choice.
Kidnapping? That doesn't seem like much of a way to clear your name.
No? Take a look around you, Henry. Sigismund kidnapped Wenceslas, his own brother. And Divish was abducted by Medek of Waldeck.
True, but Sigismund and Medek kidnapped the men they wanted to bargain with. You're thinking of taking a man's wife who's done nothing to deserve it.
And what of it? Those others did it for money or power. I'm doing it to redeem my honor. And since you mentioned Margaret, she's not all that innocent. I could have swung because of her.
But that confession's just a scrap of parchment with writing on it. What will happen to him after that?
That scrap of parchment is for Sir Divish and the provincial court. But we'll be generous to Nicholas and let him leave in peace before we deliver the confession to Talmberg.
So Nicholas will go free, and you'll clear your name?
Hopefully.
So what do I need to do?
That horn you picked up from Nicholas should help us. I'm sure Nicholas will recognize its sound from quite far off. I'll lure him out of the lodge at dawn.
And I meant to kidnap his wife while he's gone?
Of course it would be best if she went with you voluntarily, but if not, you'll just have to drag her with you.
I don't know. What if there's trouble?
That's why I'm sending you. I trust you. But whatever happens, Margaret mustn't be hurt. When you get her, bring her here. Then we can decide what's next.
All right.
Don't forget, tomorrow at dawn.
Okay, so now we have a couple of things that we can do here as well. We're here, we're gonna... Because tomorrow at 5, we need to be there. But for now, I'm gonna head over here to Talmberg and... forgot to grab my horse.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go up here. Okay, I didn't remember this guard being here. So, let me... I need to look at something real quick. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's... Let me... I think I left too quickly over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I crossed this river here. Easily fast traveling a bit ago. Can I cross? Oh, can I cross it here? Oh, I can. Okay. See if we can pull some Skyrim horse things here.
Hey, get out of here! There's no place for the likes of you.
Okay. So I need to get to the camp here.
Yeah.
Actually, I need to get to his hideout, but... Is his hideout... Now I have to remember where his hideout is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not there. It was downhill from the camp. And if I don't remember where it is really quickly here, I'll just go look it up. Because it's not that way. Okay, let me go look it up here real quick. Okay. That's it. It's right there. It was north of it, not south of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's head over here real quick because I think somebody is now here that I want to talk to. Like I say, I think I left a little bit early. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, this sometimes happens. So, Black Lukash is not here. Okay. So, sometimes this happens where he's not here. He's supposed to be here. Oh, unless he died. He probably died. Let's go back here and look. Yeah, I think everybody but Hanekin and Hare died. So that means we won't be able to do this quest. Oh, jeez. Oh, poacher. Poacher. Guard. Guard. Poacher, poacher. Poacher and poacher. Okay. So none of them are named Black Lukash. So let's go back to his house, because you're supposed to be able to pick up a quest from him. Called emergency supply. But
Yeah.
And that requires you to come back to his house here and steal and take something. But his house is now under guard. Let's see if he's still in here. I don't see him. Oh yeah, he's still in there. See? So we're not very stealthy in all of this. Okay.
Can I do anything to help?
Aye. It's fucked up, Henry. I'm out of here. I have to disappear, see?
So off you go. What can I do?
I need some help. I've got a pretty good stash at home. Been saving it for a rainy day.
Are you afraid they're watching your house?
Seems likely.
All right, but where is this cast iron reserve of yours? Or is it more like a gold reserve?
I wish. Now listen. It's hidden in a tankard in my cottage, hanging on the wall by the hearth.
Ah,
Good hideout. That wouldn't have occurred to me. All right, I'll go and take a look for you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so you can see he's not supposed to be here. There's his emergency supply, and now we can give it right back to him.
So, have you got it?
I have it for you. A pretty necklace. Your mother's, was it?
That old whore didn't leave me as much as a piss pot. No, I pinched this from Lady Ophelia when I was a groom at Stanberg. Thanks. The coin I get for this will keep me going for a while. Maybe we'll meet again one day.
Who knows?
Okay, and that's going to complete emergency supply. Okay, normally you're supposed to come here. He's at the hideout. You have to come here, steal it, and then go back to the hideout. But because he's glitched out, we didn't have to do that. So it made it really easy to finish off emergency supply. So now we need to work on Cherchez Femme. And we're going to go over there and try and talk to her. We're not going to try and abduct her. But to do that, we're going to have to get into...
Yeah.
the house without being seen. And wait a minute. Did I just... Am I seeing things? Okay, I must have been seeing things. I thought I saw her down here, making another trip to the river. That's the easiest time to do this, is when she grabs a bucket and heads to the river. Let's get rid of that marker. Because now... there's also a guard at the house. I don't see him. Okay, and Nicholas is still here. So the plan is that at 5 o'clock in the morning to blow the horn and lure Nicholas off, so all you have to do then is deal with the guard. So I'm going to save while we're here. Okay, there's the guard, and there she is. And there's Nicholas. So yeah, the guard's patrolling out there. So if I can get to her, I can convince her. But the guard doesn't stray very far. Okay, and as soon as I step in here, it's a private area. Okay. So... let me head back down around towards the front. Now that I know the guard is patrolling. Okay, I think he went back in. Yeah, he did. And here she comes. This is perfect. So we're going to wait for her to get down here a little bit. So if the guard comes patrolling, even if he sees us, it's not that big a deal. We're not in the private area yet. So... Oh... Yeah, I have to wait until tomorrow to do that. Yeah, I can't do it today. That's my fault. Yeah, I can't do it right this second. You have to wait until 5 o'clock in the morning. He's going to blow the horn, and then you can make your way up there and talk to her then. But you're going to have deal with the guard. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to wait. Wait until 4:30 here. Then I'll sneak up, try and knock the guard out, and then talk to her. See, do I have any food on me? I do. We'll just eat a little bit of our emergency stash. Jeez, can't see anything. Okay, so it's almost 5 o'clock. I want to get eyes on the guard. He's back there. Okay. So now we'll just wait for the horn to blow. We'll keep an eye on the guard. And there's Nicholas. Just about time. There's the guard. Now what I'm going to do is move up behind him and knock him out. Okay, because Nicholas has been lured out. Okay. Okay, and we're going to talk to Margaret when she gets up here.
Has something happened?
Okay, come on.
Who's there?
He's in the
Answer
middle
me.
of all these animations. There we go.
What are you doing here? Get out right now, or I'll scream!
Okay, so you have a bunch of different options here.
You won't, because if I don't bring you back with me, Nicholas will be in deep shit.
What are you talking about? What happened?
That man of yours walked right into Hanekin Hare's trap. And if you don't come with me, his neck will be on the block.
Hare won't do anything to him. He'd never threaten a man's life.
Maybe he's not the person you once knew. A couple of years in exile can change a man.
I'll go with you. Just don't hurt me, please.
I've got no cause to hurt you. I want to ask you something first.
Ask away.
Why didn't you tell the truth back then? Hare was with you after the banquet.
I never wanted to marry him. But father insisted because Hare was of noble descent and his name meant something. That lie was the only way I could get rid of him.
Even though it meant condemning him to die.
Marrying him would have been a living death for me. I loved Nicholas, and I wanted nobody else. Can't you understand?
Yes, I understand. Do you know who actually did the deed?
No, and I don't think it was ever discovered. Once Hare disappeared, nobody bothered asking any more questions.
Come on, let's go.
Good work, Henry. Now we have to act fast and sort out Nicholas. Are you all right?
I don't think about it much. What next?
Take this confession. Go to Nicholas and make him sign it before you tell him where Margaret is.
What if he refuses?
You'll have to make him, one way or another.
I'm not complaining, but couldn't you go to him yourself?
Believe me, I'd rather not drag you into it at all. But if Nicholas sees me, he'll go straight for my throat before I get a word in. The only way to avoid bloodshed is if you go.
I see. Yes, you're probably right. And what if he attacks me?
Then of course you'll have to defend yourself. If you knock some sense into him in a duel, all well and good, but don't forget we need him alive. So keep a cool head.
All right. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. I'll get to it.
Here's the document. Don't forget to tell him he should get the hell out of Talmberg before we take it to the castle.
Where would I find you?
I'll wait for you in the clearing. Be quick. I don't want to keep poor Margaret here any longer than necessary.
I understand.
Okay. So Margaret's here. We got instantly transported to this area. Let's grab our horse. And we can head straight south to the road.
Yeah.
take our right onto the road, and that should lead us back to the Huntsman. Okay, here we go. Okay, and there's Nicholas.
Have you seen my wife, Margaret? I'm sure something must have happened to her. I can't find her anywhere.
Yes, I've seen her.
Well, speak, where is she?
Hanekin Hare is holding her captive.
How do you know that?
It makes no odds. Just listen to me.
What, you whoreson? Tell me where she is right now, or you'll rue the day.
You bluster all you want, but if you ever want to see Margaret again, you better get a grip on yourself.
Where is she? Tell me!
Yeah, you scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours. Sign this parchment here, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
I, Nicholas Angel, do hereby confess... Conspiracy against Sir Hanekin Hare? Just and proper punishment? What? You must be out of your fucking mind. Never.
Okay, so again, some options here.
Have you no honor at all? You almost sent an innocent man to his death on account of a woman, and now justice has finally caught up with you. So face it like a man.
Justice? What's all this about justice? Come to that, who are you, really? Why, you probably weren't even a glint in your father's eye when it all happened, and you want to judge me?
Merciful justice. If you sign this, Sir Hanekin will give you a head start. You and your wife can be long gone before Divish learns what you did.
I take it there's no other option.
None. But the deal could have been far worse. You can trade your good name for a happy life with your wife.
There. Now tell me where my wife is.
There's an old mine gallery, a little to the south of here. Margaret is in there, alive and well.
I certainly hope so.
Okay, so now he's signed the document. And we need to take this to Hanekin Hare. Okay. So, and yeah, I keep hearing the mine complex south of us. It's not south of us. The cave is to the north. That's why I was so confused about south versus north earlier. So let's head back up the road here.
Yeah.
I missed the turn again.
So, have you got it?
It's done. He signed it.
Voluntarily?
Yes. More or less.
Well, I'm glad it's been done without bloodshed.
And what now? Will you take the confession to Talmberg?
We'll go together. I need you to bear witness. I've been gone for years, and I'm not sure they'll take my word for anything.
Well, I hope they do believe you. Otherwise, we're both for the noose.
Don't worry. Divish won't forget our former friendship so easily. We'll wait until morning and then set off.
Right.
Hanekin, Hare. I never expected to see you again.
It was the will of God that I returned.
You realize that Sir Henry of Lipa has never repealed his sentence against you. I'm duty-bound to arrest you and turn you over to the provincial court.
Perhaps. But will you read this first? Henry here is my witness that your master huntsman Nicholas signed it himself. This ought to change their minds.
It might. I'm sorry, Hanekin. I always trusted you. But your guilt seemed irrefutable. Nicholas was very thorough. Oh, there's no doubting his own confession. Captain.
Yes, sir.
Have the master huntsman arrested.
That won't be necessary. I don't think they'll find him.
I understand. So, what's to be done with you now? Poaching and kidnapping the master huntsman's wife. You see my difficulty.
I know. I can't stay here. It's enough to know my name is cleared.
I'll have a letter drawn up to recommend you to the service of Sir Vincent at Vellish Castle.
Thank you, sir.
But if Nicholas has vanished and we're sending you to Vellish, then who's going to be my master hunter here?
There's one obvious candidate. Henry here. Help me bring Nicholas to justice. And he's no disgrace as a hunter.
Really? Well, what of it, young man?
So I'm just picking up all the job titles here. You can refuse this if you want, but accepting it is why we went down this quest line.
It would be an honor, sir.
Good, good. Then I hereby name you Master Huntsman at Talmberg Castle. My Chamberlain will tell you more about your new responsibilities. Good luck to you, Hanekin.
Thank you, Henry. I could never have managed it without you. God willing, we'll meet again one day.
Okay, so now we see that we got another home. That's interesting. How did that come about? So let's head out here. Call our horse. And we're going to go do something. Oh, no, we can't. It's already past time. Darn it. We can't get there in time. I would like to have done the Rate tourney today, but I can't. This took too much time. So...
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you can see at the compass at the top, we have an icon here that our bed is here, and that is because we are now the Master Huntsman. And that means that this hunting lodge is ours. We own this now. So we have full access to all of this. Okay. So we have a chest up here, which is going to have some hunting gear in it. We're going to take the piercing arrows. The Master Huntsman sword is not that much bigger than or better than a regular hunting sword. It has higher stab damage than it, and the defense is higher. But other than that, it's fairly straightforward. But all of this is now ours. And here we have access to our community or common chest. Okay. So we can now sleep here. And we do have some more bows and things like that here in this chest. So we're going to take the quality arrows, the better wounding arrows, take the Groshin, treasure map 18, and the joy of gutting. The rest of the stuff we don't need. All of our bows, the U hunting bow is 64. We have the sinew bow, which is 82, but even so, if we didn't, the cumin bow is 74. So there's nothing in here that is extraordinary. We're just going to take all the arrows that are over 120 in damage. But yeah, all of this is ours. Okay. And any of these are sleeping spots. Okay. The comfort is 50. It's not all that great, but is what it is. Okay, and we have 2 pots here, one in front and one out back. So it's a nice I'm going to move these arrows back out. Okay. And since we're here, let's read the joy of gutting. Only need 2 hours to study this all the way through because of our reading skills and perks. And our comfort for reading, you can see, is 150%. Again, because of the perks. Okay, and then we will read the treasure map 18 here, just to say that we have it done. Okay, so we'll drop both of those in our inventory. Okay, and on the joys of gutting, so that was 1. We've already read 3 and 4. Okay, so now that we're there, let's take a look at our skills, because we did get another perk in reading here. So Cartographer, the whole map is revealed. Every single thing showing all settlements, hunting spots, and caves. This is a great perk to finally have. So, colleague, all books are cheaper in shops. We don't really care because we have so much money. Art connoisseur is so situational that it doesn't really matter. Magistrate is good to get that extra cushion for talking to them, but we're going to go with Cartographer here. Okay, and now something else popped up because of this quest. We now have a new perk in hunting that you're not able to select. It's not in the list. It pops up when you complete Cherchez Femme. You've been given permission to hunt in the woods, so any meat you get from game won't be identified as stolen. And this perk here allows you to open up a huge way of making money other than alchemy. Now you don't have to travel to Miller's to turn in your hunted game. And as we saw, you get a lot of meat from hunting boar and stags in the woods, and being able to now utilize the butchers and things like that that are around these locations, and the general store owners and that sort of stuff can really be a big deal. It's easy to head to all of these hunting spots and head right to the butcher up here at Ushitz. Do the same thing, keep trading back and forth there, and you will up the gold that they have. And it can be very, very profitable to go hunting at that point, because all you have to do is head up to fast travel to Ushitz, ride down, sell it, and then head straight back down, hunt some more, fast travel to Ushitz, and do the same thing over and over and over again. Okay. But you can also see that the entire map is now open. And if we zoom in, every interesting site, every hunting spot, every accident, every cave is shown on the map. The only things that are not shown are like nests, I think. I think this one we already found. But I don't think all of the nests are shown. Well, maybe they are. I don't know if we'd have found that one either. I'm looking for one that's kind of off the beaten path here. Because this one we might have found on the road. But if there's one way back off on the woods somewhere. Yeah. So I can't remember if nests are revealed in this or not. But basically the whole map is now opened up for us. Okay. So that gives us some really, really good perks here. And it's going to open up a quest for us as well. And that is Henry the Master Huntsman. And at the end of that, Divish said, go talk to the Chamberlain. And this is him, the activity giver. And we're not going to go do this now. Because it does take a while. There's a lot of meat that you have to that you have to bring back. So we'll wait for this to load here. But we now have a job. As the Master Huntsman, we're required to now supply meat to the castle. And as part of that job, we have to go out, do the hunting, and turn it back in. Now, we're going to get paid for that as part of our job, but we still have to go do it. I think he's upstairs. Yeah. Yes. There's the Chamberlain there. You'll normally find him here in the castle. He's going to have an activity giver icon over his head. So just go talk to him anytime that you want to get the quest to go gather that meat. And whenever you get it, I think it's worth like 1,250 groschen or something like that by turning in all of the meat. So it's really, hunting now becomes, like I say, a quite lucrative way of earning money here. Okay. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to take a quick 3-minute break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to go talk to Matthew and Fritz over at Sasau. So let's go ahead and give everybody an opportunity here to stretch their legs, use the facilities, and I'll be right back in a couple of minutes. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Hope you all had a good break here. Just a chance to get refreshed a little bit before we head into the last half of the stream. And the last half is going to be a little confusing, but I'll try and walk you through it as best we can. I need to get my notes here. Hold on just a second, because I wrote some notes up on this. Because we're going to have to basically do this quest twice, kind of. Okay. So, let's fast travel to Sasau. Okay, we're gonna
Yeah.
head over to the Wagoner Inn here. And we're gonna sleep the night. Okay, we'll wake up early in the morning. And when we wake up, we're going to refresh our Savior Schnapps. Because we're going to definitely want to drop some saves here while we're going along. Because, like I say, I'm going to show you how to do this one way, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do it a different way. So, how much Savior Schnapps? I've got just one left, so we'll get... We'll take 10. Okay, and doesn't look like anybody's up yet. Oh, yeah, because they're not here. Wrong inn. It's not the Wagoner Inn that we need to be at. It's the Inn at the Glade. The Wagoner Inn is where we first met back up with Matthew and Fritz. Okay, and there we are. So let's drop a save here. Okay, and you want to drop a save before you start this, and then kind of before you get too far into it. So now we're going to talk to Matthew.
Jesus, what have you been up to?
And we can just get rid of
I want more
this.
money for that ring.
And why is that?
Because we're really good mates.
Nice try.
This top section won't do anything yet. He'll refuse.
So, what are you scheming up this time?
Well, we've got this idea. You might have heard there's coin coming to the Talmberg quarry to pay the workers their overdue wages.
Well, I overheard some talk about it.
They owe them for a quarter of a year. There's a lot of quarrymen in that quarry.
But it's bound to be well guarded, isn't it?
Maybe not, if we time it right.
And why aren't we talking about it with Andrew?
Andrew hasn't got the balls for it. He sent us to hell.
Fucking idiot. Well, those people work for Sigismund.
Yeah, for Sigismund.
And are you quite sure?
No, actually, they're not Sigismund's people.
And you think it's all right? Is that what we are now? Common thieves?
What do you want me to tell you? Take a good fucking look at us. You're all right, but we're up to our necks in shit.
But a thing like this...
Do you think we're any better off now than we were in Sasau, on our last legs at the tavern?
No, I suppose not.
So you understand? Ever since Skalitz, everything's been going to hell. Why should we have to pay the price for that? To hell with the fucking quarrymen!
I'm in.
Wonderful. But before we get to work, we have to find out more. We are gonna go and take a sly look at that quarry. Meanwhile, you go to Talmberg and find out when they're bringing the coin. Try to find out who's gonna be guarding it. Even better, if you could make it so there's as few guards as possible, well, you know, I wouldn't be upset at all.
Okay, and this is going to start the quest, A Rock in a Hard Place. Okay, and the objectives here are fairly straightforward, or not fairly straightforward. Find a way to make sure as few guards as possible transport the money. Okay, now there are multiple ways of doing that. Okay, there's also a completely separate side path to this that has to do with Andrew. We learned that Andrew was upset about this whole thing and told Matthew and Fritz that they shouldn't be doing anything with it. So before you do this conversation, absolutely drop a save, because you're going to want to come back to this and reload this save before you have this conversation. The only reason you do this is because there's an achievement that's fairly hard to get that deals with this outcome, and you have to talk to Andrew to start it off. Okay, so
good day.
Matthew told me about his plan.
That bollocks with the quarry? What the hell is he thinking?
You didn't like the sound of it?
No, it's too big and too much in plain sight. If the slightest thing went wrong, it'd all be fucked. And me and you too, mind, if we had anything to do with it.
But it's the money owed to the quarrymen for a full quarter year's work. Isn't it worth it?
No, it ain't worth the risk. Why take that chance? For the love of God.
Oh, Matthew feels like he has no other way to make money.
It's not my fault Matthew's useless. That's his problem.
So what do you propose? Matthew and Fritz have made their minds up.
You need to tell the commander of the Talmberg garrison that a robbery is in the making. Have him send his best men. When those two fools see how many soldiers there are, with any luck they'll give up on the idea.
But what if they still decide to go for it?
Aye? Well, then they'll be in for a very tough time of it.
They're my old mates. You're asking too much of me.
I know. But look at what they're trying to do, for Christ's sake. Those quarrymen are honest folk who never did nothing to no one.
okay, and that's going to start the quest Gallows Brothers. Okay.
See you later.
And he wants you to either snitch to Sir Robard, or Andrew wants you to snitch to Sir Robard. Okay. But you can tell Matthew about everything. Okay, instead.
Jesus, what have you been up to?
Andrew wants to betray you.
What?
He wanted me to go to Talmberg and tell Captain Robard about the robbery.
That horseman wants to get us killed? I'll cut him in two.
Hold your horses. That'll get you nowhere. Use your head, damn it.
That swine! That fucking swine!
What if we lay the blame on him?
What have you got in mind?
They have to carry the money in a sack, don't they? What if I took the empty sack and hid it in Andrew's tavern? And then, instead of snitching on you like he wants, I tell Captain Robard he was behind it.
Fuck hell! That's devious! That's ingenious! That bastard would end up hanging by his own rope.
Then it's a deal. Once we get the money, I'll hide the sack somewhere here in the inn.
Okay. So that, it now wants us to actually go steal the gold and get a sack. Okay, so we're going to go to Talmberg Just making sure I had my stealthy stuff on. And you're going to head up these stairs all the way to the top. And you're going to take a right. And this guy's timing was horrifically bad. And you're going to wait here. Okay? Now, this guard needs to be gone. And there's another guard that patrols over there. So, what I like to do is, again, drop another save here. And wait for this guard to move. Then I will move into here, check and see if the other guard's coming or not. And if he's not, then I will steal from that chest. There's nothing you can do here, you just have to be patient. Because he turns and looks down this way several times during, see, like that, during his animation. And he will see you. And you'll get caught. After he does this standing animation, then sometimes he will turn and head off. There he goes. He goes into that free... Looks like he's frozen. And after that, sometimes he'll head off. Sometimes he'll go back into a repeat. Let's hope he walks off. There he goes. Alright, so now we're going to go into hiding. Looks like we're good. So we can steal the money for the quarryman. And you can see it down at the bottom. It says we got an empty sack. Okay, that's going to fail the objective about the quarry transport convoy. But it's going to complete the one to set up Andrew. So now let's head back to the Inn at the Glade. Because now we need to frame, we need to plant the evidence. Okay, and the barrels that you want are down here. And now they have the word use on them. Sometimes you'll get the opportunity to rob down here, but if it says use, you know you're on the right track. And it puts the sack down. Okay, and now you need to go and snitch to Robard. Okay, so Robard's going to be in here to the right.
Good day.
Okay, and you pick this option here. I know who's behind the robbery. These others are left over from the robbery quest from A Rock and a Hard Place.
I know who's behind the robbery.
What? Who the fuck is it?
Now, here's your opportunity to earn the achievement. Going with Andrew here completes this quest in a way that allows you to recruit Matthew and Fritz. Choosing this one, though...
Andrew, the innkeeper at the inn in the Glade, along with Fritz and Matthew, they keep company with him.
Them!
The bastards! How do you know? Do you have any proof?
I overheard something in the alehouse. The money is sure to be locked up somewhere there.
If what you say is true, there'll be hell to pay. I'll tell you that.
I'll have to get...
Okay, and that's going to fail the quest, or it's going to complete Rock in a Hard Place, but it's going to fail the section about giving Matthew and Fritz their share. Okay, and it's going to complete everything else. Okay. So now we need to head back to the inn at the Glade. Okay, turn around and you should see Captain Robard coming out of the inn.
You were right.
About that quarry? How did it turn out?
We searched every corner of the inn and found something in the cellar. The sacks that were used to carry the quarrymen's wages. When we confronted the three of them, they went quite mad. They came at us, and they turned on each other, too.
Are they dead?
Go and have a look at the crossroads by the inn. Unfortunately, we'll never know where that money ended up.
So that gives you the opportunity to keep the money. But here are Matthew, Fritz, and Andrew. And you can use these objects.
So many plots and intrigues, and nothing remains but dead bodies.
And as soon as you click use there and it completes Gallows Brothers, the Judas achievement is going to proc. The Judas achievement is one of the rarest achievements in the game. And you can see why. It's hard to get. The order of events has to be planned out pretty well. But also it means giving up Matthew and Fritz, your friends that you've known for a long time. But that is how you get the achievement. So once you've gotten it, then you can load the Rock in a Hard Place quest here again before you get to Gallows Brothers. And now you can do this the regular way, so to speak. Okay? These two are now going to... So if I look at my quest log, I need a Rock in a Hard Place. And Gallows Brothers is not active, which is the way we want. Now there's a way to do this that is kind of like the best way, so to speak. And there's a bunch of stuff here that goes along with how to complete the optional objectives here, okay? But at the same time, not really carrying through with a raid that's going to steal all this money and maybe lead to some deaths of some guards or something like that, okay? And it all starts with not talking to Andrew and not starting the Gallows Brothers quests, okay? So once you pick it up, we're going to head to Talmberg, which is where the quest markers are leading us.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're going to go in here and you're going to talk to the stable master. This guy in the yellow over here. Orange, whatever.
God be with you. What can I do for you?
I guess it's technically ochre is the color. And you're going to ask him about problems with the horses. Now, you want to have a horsemanship skill that is pretty high before you go into this conversation. If you don't, go right around and raise it up before you deal with this.
You look like you swallowed a wasp, Master Groom. What's going on?
I should think so. I have 3 horses with a fucking colic.
And there you're going to see an icon. If your horsemanship is high enough, then you're going to be able to teach him how to treat the colic. Okay. Now, this is kind of going to be contradictory to what you need to do, because the fewer horses, the fewer guards, and the less fewer problems you're going to have with the convoy itself.
Well, that's not such a tragedy. You need to keep the horses warm and rub them down with straw, especially the belly and flanks. That'll help settle the stomach. Give them clean water, change the straw often, and leave them enough room to roll around if they want to. And walk them round now and again, but let them go at their own pace. Don't push them. Keep that up for a week, and they'll be good as gold.
My word. I've been handling horses for years, but I never heard about rubbing them with straw for colic. Thanks for the help. I'm known in all the stables around here, and I'll be telling them about you, too. The thing is, Sir Robard wants 4 horses for the train to the quarry, and they won't be fit by then. Certainly not this one here.
The quarry? What's going on there?
I don't know, but a guarded train like that, they must be carrying something valuable.
When do they need the horses?
There's still some time. They're supposed to be there in 5 days at noon.
Okay, so the horsemanship skill is getting us all this additional information here that we wouldn't have.
What about some help from someone else?
You mean from that old hag who lives in the woods? I'm not so foolish as to believe in spells.
It's not about spells. She can try to make a herbal concoction. I know something about herbs, and I'll make sure she doesn't put anything in it that would be bad for the horses.
All right, then. Let's see what the old hag comes up with. Good luck, then.
Okay, now at the top you see you can find out from the herb woman if there's a way to help the horses or to harm them. Because lowering the amount of horses lowers the number of guards, which makes the quest easier to complete if you're going to go through with the raid. Okay, now we're not going to do that. Okay, the herb woman is up here, so we're going to head straight up the road, and as soon as we're at the crossroads, take a left. Because if you want to, if you're not playing, you know, like a morality type, you know, question here, then obviously it's going to be better if you have her poison the horses. That way you have fewer guards that show up, and you can complete the raid easier. Okay, but we're not going to do that. Let's head up here to her place.
Good afternoon.
You wouldn't happen to know a remedy for horse colic?
Of course. Who do you need it for?
The groom at Talmberg is having problems.
That wretch? I won't move a finger for him. I'd rather poison those horses of his.
Okay, so here you can select the poison, or we can try and convince her not to do it.
Oh, come now. You said you cared about those horses, and now you won't help them because of some grudge.
Well, fine. You just need to brew a digestive potion and give it to them 3 times a day in small doses.
What? I thought you could just give it all at once.
Aye, to a man. but it's different with horses, believe me.
Okay, so we need to brew a digestive potion, and for that we need 2 chamomile, and we need 1 mint. Okay, now she doesn't sell them, so you're going to have to brew it here. Whoops. But normally, like I say, if you were going to go through with the raid, then you would get the poison from her. Okay, so we're going to go to our inventory and we're going to put the chamomile and the mint out. Then we're going to add spirits. Okay, now I'm going to use the quick brew here because I have the trial and error perk. But if you're going to use the master brew, then you take the chamomile and you put it in the mortar and pestle. You put 2 of them in there, grind it up, and then put it in the cauldron. I'm just going to add it directly to the cauldron. But normally you would put both of these in the mortar and pestle, grind it up, and then add it to the cauldron. And then the mint, in the master brew or the quick brew, you can add it to the cauldron. And then just collect it using the file. Okay, now this is going to use the trial and error perk for me. But it's going to complete the potion. Okay, and I should have 2 of them. Oh, I got 3. Oh, that was because of the bundle alchemist. So, that's why. Okay, so now we need to take the concoction back to the groom. So again, we can fast travel back to Talmberg. Okay, he's not out here, so he's probably in here.
I have something for your horses.
Really?
Put this in their food a few times a day, in small doses.
I hope it ain't from that hag in the forest. Ah, well, what the hell? Thanks, Henry. Here's something for your efforts. Good luck, then.
And that's why you do it. You get alchemy XP and you get some groschen out of it. Okay, now we did get a new perk in alchemy. Okay, and the salted and smoked perk here is going to be really important for us because later on when we want to do, if you want to do the huntsman quest or activity where you have to continually get meat, or you have to get a bunch of meat for your horse or Divish, having this spoil 20% slower means that you can get one big hunt, collect all the meat you need, stash it on your horse, and take it back and turn it in all at once. Otherwise, it might spoil in your inventory while you're doing all of that hunting, and if the durability of it drops too low, then the Chamberlain won't accept it. So salted and smoked is another perk to really help you to really make the most out of your hunting skill if you're going to use that for making money. Okay, so now we can also talk to the Robard. And I'm going to drop another save here.
Good day.
Oh, and I need to not do this because my charisma is what you need to pass here. You see, I've only got 7 out of 11. Okay, I should have this, and I should have, whoops. Did I not pull? I didn't pull my spurs out. Okay, so now my charisma is 14.
I'm carrying a message from Sir Radzik. He's asking about the patrols in the next few days around Skalitz.
What? Why?
All I know is, there's word that another enemy supply train is being sent into the region.
I see. That's a nuisance. I need a watch company elsewhere.
Where? Has there been more trouble?
No, it's just that Sir Divish is going to send payment to the quarrymen.
An entire company? Are you expecting a robbery? Isn't protection against the humans more important?
Well, maybe they can manage with a few less men.
That's exactly what you need to have happen, is now you've got less soldiers up there. So let's go ahead and see if we can do any training here.
Certainly.
I'd like to...
All right. Now, pay...
We're going to see if we can do as much training as we can here with him.
Can you teach me how...
Certainly.
I want to achieve...
All right. Now, pay close attention.
So that's all of our defense training that we can do. I don't think we probably can do any maces or bludgeons.
I'm interested...
Wouldn't you rather...
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to improve...
Certainly.
I'd like to...
All right. Now, pay close attention.
And let's see if we can do one more. We got a new perk there.
I'd like to improve...
I don't know if we have level 15 yet or not,
I want
though.
to achieve...
You can't become a...
Okay.
Well...
So let's take a look at our sword perks. Okay. Now, for these strikes, I'm looking for stuff that I use. I use the short sword. So I have either blunt strike or blinding strike. Blunt strike is much easier to do. All the rest are long swords. But it doesn't really matter which one I do. The one that you want to focus on is the Hauptschwert. This is lower left, stab, so it's really easy to do, and does high damage because it's got 2 stabs in it, which is what my Stinger is really good at with stab damage. Okay. So let's take all of that off. Okay. All right. So now what we need to do is go talk to Matthew and Fritz. Okay. So we've found the optional way to do it. So now we need to go let them know about the caravan here. And to do that, we're going to head up this way.
Yeah.
Head into this clearing, and you'll see a spot between the trees here, and there should be some horses.
Jesus, what have you been up to?
So, I'm here.
Good. Do you know when they'll come?
I know. In 5 days. They should be here at noon. We still have time.
And do you know how many of them there'll be?
There was meant to be an entire company keeping watch, but thanks to me, there won't be so many guards.
Good work.
Did you two find out anything?
Nothing much here, but that doesn't mean we were idle while you were strolling around Talmberg.
Well, I had to stop by the tavern, didn't I? It's called investigating.
God be with you, Henry.
Investigating the bottom of a tankard, more like. Their chief is strict as hell. I don't reckon he'll reduce their shifts, even if the money does come. If the money does really come at noon, he'll store it somewhere and let the guards from Talmberg protect it. It'll probably be in that hut on the edge of the quarry. I don't reckon all the guards from Talmberg will want to stand around there all day. If we get lucky, some of them will bugger off after a while.
Aye. Seems likely. So, how do we go about it?
We have to be patient. No shenanigans, even if we have the silver in our reach. Don't let your guard down. And then, we either charge them, or try to do it by stealth.
All right. Now we'll just have to wait until they arrive.
You gonna wait with us?
Okay, and here's your important choice. And hey, Jacob, welcome. Good to see you again. Yes, I have done the Besmirched quest. You can't do this quest until you've done Besmirched. So once you've finished Besmirched and Masquerade, then this quest will become available to you. So when they ask if you want to wait with them, say no. You're not going to wait with them. If you say yes, it's going to fast forward time, and you'll be stuck, you'll be locked into the raid. Okay, we don't want to do that.
No. I'll come back after they ride out.
Take care.
Okay, so now we have 5 days to be able to deal with this a different way. And what we're going to do is, again, head back to Talmberg. And we're going to go up and we're going to steal the gold again. Okay, but this time we're going to do something a little different as well. Okay, good. So that guard is gone. Let's drop a save right here because we're going to need to be in here for a little bit. Okay, so that guard's not there, so let's steal this. Okay, and now we're immediately gonna, we have to steal it, but we're immediately gonna go back in. And I'm gonna put 3,000 groschen back in this chest. Okay, so that there's at least 3,000 in there. That way I've stolen it. Okay, it got the quest completion to share the loot, but yet the quarrymen are still going to get their money. Now, you don't have to do that. That's purely a role-playing thing. Okay, it's not going to affect this one way or another. The quest is going to end, and things are going to complete, and there's never mentioned anything else about the quarrymen. I just put it in there because, like I say, it's a role play thing. I'm stealing their gold, which is finishing the quest off, but I'm putting my own gold back. I'm paying 3,000 groschen there, basically to my friends, to help them get back on their feet, is what I'm doing here. Stealing the money, putting my money back in, and giving the stolen money to my friends. But I'm still out 3,000 to play this the nice way, so to speak.
I've got that coin.
What? What coin?
The coin they were going to send to the quarry.
Going to?
How are you, Henry?
What are you saying? You stole in Talmberg?
Damn right.
Well, I'll be fucked. So show us the bloody money then.
Here it is.
Holy shit!
A third of it is yours.
Fuck yeah! First we get drunk out of our heads. Let Andrew see what he missed out on. Goodbye.
I've got the coin.
Good. You can buy me a fucking beer.
No, I mean the coin from the quarry.
Bollocks. Nothing's come to the quarry. We know if he did.
And it's not coming, ever.
What? All this watching and waiting's been for nothing? Fuck.
No, you blockhead. I stole the coin before it even left Talmberg.
What? So all this watching and waiting has been for nothing? Ha! Come here and give me a kiss, you sneaky little fucker.
Later. I'll have to get blind drunk first.
So, show us the money.
Here it is.
I can't believe it. We're rich.
That we are.
I'm gonna spend a week in the bathhouse. Fuck it, a month. And every wench in the province will be in there with me. Good luck then.
And both Matthew and Fritz are then going to head out. And that's going to complete a rock and a hard place quest. Okay, now I believe both of them head out on the southern road. Yep. Now, you cannot talk to them while they're on horseback. I don't think. Yeah, you can't. Okay. So, but now we have the opportunity to recruit both Matthew and Fritz to Pribyslavitz, okay, and kind of start them on the next path, so to speak. But we need to go meet up with them again, and I can never remember if they are back at the inn at the Glade or not. I always forget this part because there's nothing that tells you go meet up with them again or something like that. So I need to go find where they're at, and I think they're here. But fast traveling directly here, I think you beat them here, and you have to actually wait a while.
Enjoy it.
For them to show up. Yeah, I think that's what has to happen here. So I'm just gonna head upstairs and wait until tomorrow. I don't think I have any books I can read. Yeah, we're still... the cure is short. We're too short on the Lords of Lipa set. So yeah, Sharp as a Knife 3, I don't think I can read. And Real St. Nicholas 3, I don't think I can read either. This is pickpocketing, and I have to be at least 10 for that. Yeah, and I'm only 8. And then Sharp as a Knife 3 is a book on maintenance, and I'm never going to be there. I'm just not. So okay, so let's just chill out for the night. They'll wake up in the morning, pass a little bit of time until they wake up, and and I think they're here. And careful going down these steps. If you take them too fast, you'll injure yourself. So wait a couple hours till the inn opens. Okay, there we go. Let's go get something to eat. Okay, and there's Andrew. But yeah, I think this is Matthew and Fritz's horses. Let's just wait another hour. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've played through this, and I didn't write it in my notes. But I think they're here. And I think a lot of times I've found them sitting inside. Yep. So here's Matthew, there's Fritz.
Jesus, what have you been up to?
Listen, Matthew, I'm running Pribyslavitz now. How would you like to move there? There's work enough to be had.
How much work?
Lots of it. Don't you worry about that.
Henry, that's exactly what I am worried about.
I might have known. We've got a tavern there too, though.
Why didn't you say so right away? I can always count on you, pal. I'll get going then, alright?
You do that. But don't forget, you'll have your work cut out.
I don't doubt it. Another ale has the drink dry. Good luck then.
And that's going to get you Matthew.
One ale over here. Hey, how'd you get so fucked up?
I don't think we have any training here.
I want to get better.
But let's see if we do.
I want to...
You can't become a...
Okay.
Well. Hey, what do you say to move into Pribyslavitz? I'm in charge there now, and I could find some job for you.
A job in the woods? Doing what? Collecting pine cones?
You could help with the building work.
To hell with that. What good did honest labour ever do me?
We've got a tavern too.
Ah, now that's a different matter. Emptying tankards is a job I do best. I'll shake on that.
No doubt I'll regret it, but I'll take you.
Here, just as you ordered.
And that's going to get you Fritz. And they're going to ride and head off to Pribyslavitz. Okay, so that's where we are going to go.
Yeah.
And let's go up and look at our accounting book. we'll get some food while we're up here. Okay, now you can see we're up to 2,700 or 2,120. And if we go down to the tavern, now you can see over there on the right, Fritz and Matthew are contributing. Wait, what? They're losing you money. And that's to be expected. Matthew and Fritz made it very clear that they were going to come in and do nothing but drink your alehouse dry. And because they're friends of yours, they're probably trading on your name and getting their drinks for free. Okay? So for now, Matthew and Fritz are a detriment to your town. Okay? But if you look...
Yeah.
And I need to pull up my notes here. So I know which way we need, or what dialogue options I need to pick here. Okay, give me just a second. I'm just going through my notes here. Okay. Let's judge.
Hey, Henry.
Shut up, Fritz.
I can't say I'm surprised to see you two here. You're nothing but trouble.
Trouble? But he was asking for it. He shouldn't have started on us.
Yeah, a first-class arsehole. He deserved twice what he got.
And what did he get? Wait, from the start, what the hell is this all about?
Well, we was just sitting in the tavern minding our own business, and this fucker comes and starts calling us good-for-nothing idlers.
So I gave him a bit of a slap to teach him some manners. And Fritz gave him another to back me up.
You're not going to go around beating people here, whether they ask for it or not. Everyone in this village is working their fingers to the bone except you pair of drunkards.
Now, Henry, you know that's not fair. We work our asses off and we need to relax a bit after a hard day.
That's right. Just an ale or two after working up a thirst all day.
Okay, now here's your choice. If you let them off, then it's going to stay at minus 15 for each one. Okay, if you say you want them out, then that they leave the village and the two minus 15s go away. If you give them one last chance, then they're going to sober up a bit, and it's going to go from minus 15 each to plus 10 each. So you'll be making another 20 groschen a day from the village with this option. Now your reputation is going to go down a little bit because of it, but not that much.
Enough. Either you put your shoulder to the wheel like everyone else, or you'll be out on your ears, mates or no mates.
Henry, you can't be serious. You wouldn't do that to your best mates.
You bet I would. Start doing your part, or go and find somewhere else to live.
Okay, and then you got Fritz's peaceful, and Matthew works a bit. Leopards don't change their spots all that much. So now we can go back up here. And look at our accounting book. And there you can see Fritz is peaceful and Matthew works a bit. So now we've got plus 20 out of them. And the tavern, no longer has the 2 minus 15s. Okay, so we've gained a plus 50 a day, basically, by giving them one last chance here. And that is the final upgrade that I can get for the town. Okay, so the 2170 that we are at is the maximum that I can get out of my town per day. Okay, so now we can look at the chest here, and we've got 27,000 groschen in here, just waiting for us to take. And we're going to be getting that 27,000 every 10 days. So, yeah, the city is now turned into a good source of money making for us. Okay, and now we're going to, for the last 30 minutes here, I think we're going to set ourselves on... Let me... Yeah, I mean, we probably need to do this. I'm looking through my notes here about the quests, and I think we probably need to get this one set up first. So before we leave here... Let's go to our chest. And we're going to get 10 bandages out. We're going to get a comfrey flower out. I don't think we're going to need the bard potion. We've already got it in our inventory, though. But it might be good for you to bring one if you don't have a high speech skill. So then we need...
What's that?
Herb Paris. Do we have any? We don't. We can buy it down there. I'm not too worried about it. We need a poppy. We need a thistle. Okay, and then we're going to need, because I believe that's for lullaby, I think. So Artemisia, we're going to need, I think, sage and wormwood. And this is 2 wormwood, I think. And 1 sage. And let me make sure, let me check my notes on lullaby. Yeah, it's just 1 of each. So the only thing we don't have is the herb Paris, which again, we can buy when we're down there. That's what I said about being careful going down those stairs. Okay, and we're going to head back to Sasau. To the monastery. And we should be able to do this quest here in the last 30 minutes. Here we go with the long load again, it looks like. we'll just wait for this. I don't know why it does this, but sometimes it does. What time is it? Okay, so it's almost the evening.
Yeah.
We'll still be alright, though. And we're going to talk to Johanka. And let's save before we do this.
For the love of God! What have you been doing?
What's happening here? Oh my God. Philip and... they're all...
Yes. Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was raised. Just the two of us.
So can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Ratai unconscious, and I needed a healer. How is everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people? You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
Now, if you have the First Aid 3 perk, which I do, we're going to get these options here quite a bit during this quest. It's really helpful if you do have it. So before having the conversation, if you want to level yourself up a bit and get in the First Aid 3 perk, like I say, it's very, very useful during this quest. Also, don't start this quest unless you're ready to complete it, because it is timed, and these people are going to start dying if you take a break to go do something else.
Can I have a look at them myself? I know a little about healing.
Do you now? And what would you do if you burnt yourself at the forge?
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
You do know what you're talking about. Looks like blacksmiths know about more than just pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and crush them.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything. Just don't go pulling anyone's teeth.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe, but convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Crowded? I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try to negotiate better conditions with the monastery.
I tried that, out loud. They just nod their heads, but don't move a muscle.
Very well. And how are you doing? You're the only woman here, alone in the monastery.
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
Why is there a guard outside?
He's here because of me.
Because of you?
Yes, There was one time I just had enough of it all, of the way they treat us, and I almost slapped one of... But that doesn't matter.
What can you tell me about the custodian?
He's supposed to be in charge of all the guards and the security of the monastery, but really, he has a say in pretty much everything, including supplies. And that's why he probably thinks he can do whatever he wants.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week, Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody even blinked an eye. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power.
Goodbye.
Okay, so to start this off, you need to diagnose, and if you look at your quest log, there's not that much here, but find out how to get better conditions for the sick and help with the healing. We already know about the game and the meat that we need to bring. So to find this out, you need to start looking at all of the patients.
I'm not needed here.
Okay, and if it says I'm not needed here, then it's not going to give you an additional objective.
Christ above! I can't get a wink of sleep.
What are you making such a fuss about?
A fuss? Because of my leg, I have to stay here for at least another week. Hurts like fuck. And with everyone else moaning and groaning all night, I can't get any sleep.
Maybe I can make you something to help you sleep.
Oh, then for God's sake, do it quickly.
God be with you.
Okay, so that starts an objective to find the insomniac something to help him fall asleep. And that's what you need the lullaby potion for.
You're the one who's in charge of the wounded.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius here. Time was I only had a few elderly monks who couldn't walk to take care of. Now I have this mess to deal with.
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
Oh, if that were the only bodily function they could control. But I shouldn't talk like that. It's a blessing to live to such an age.
How are the wounded from Skalitz?
Some of them are well taken care of. But others are dying here needlessly. It's a good thing we have Johanka here. I'd never be able to manage on my own.
So you don't normally treat the wounded, then?
Well, there were accidents, of course. A broken leg, someone who'd been kicked by a cow or bitten by a goat. But this... I've never dealt with the carnage of battle before.
If only it had been a battle. This was cold-blooded slaughter.
You were there? God be merciful to you and the dead and the wounded.
I can't sleep again.
How can I help you?
Have you talked to Johanka?
I did.
Well, if you know something about it, then go and take a look. However, you don't look like you've studied the Hippocratic arts.
That's true. I'm the son of a blacksmith, but I have been around the wounded before. What do I do if I'm not sure of the treatment?
Come and speak to me. We'll see what we can do.
What do you think about the custodian?
Baron von Berg? Well, he does his job well. He keeps us safe here. And the last time I saw him was when I was rubbing ointment on his rash.
I heard he's been here a lot lately.
That's true. He comes to visit Johanka, but he's never here long, and he always leaves unsatisfied.
Thank you. Why are they so badly provided for? People are crammed in next to each other, and some have to sleep outside. That can't be good for them. It gets freezing here at night.
I can't afford anything more for them.
How is that possible? You're the infirmarius. You decide how all the money gets spent.
But I have no say in how much money I'm given. And because the abbot's away, it's still the same amount I had when I was taking care of a few old men.
Can't you do anything? Won't the others help?
Unfortunately not. The brothers in the cloister aren't much interested in the external world. And the custodian has enough on his plate with the chaos in the region. Besides, his main concern is the smooth running of the monastery.
And the local custodian? His crew has enough provisions.
I tried him,
Just won't get any sleep.
but it seems he had some disagreement with Johanka, and now he won't give us anything.
I'll try to talk to him. I can't believe your conscience lets you leave the Skalitz locals in such a state.
I know. I'm shamed. But my brothers believe it's all in God's hands now.
Even so, conditions here seem to me quite unchristian.
You're not the only one.
Okay, and now he said if you find a condition out there, come and talk to him about it. And we found one.
How about some potion to induce heavy sleep?
Certainly. The old reliable.
Reliable?
Some of the brothers like a good sleep, and sometimes that's the only way to get one. I'll show you how.
Thanks.
Okay, so now let's trade because we need to get an herb Paris from him. Okay, we can start alchemy here. We can put the herb Paris, the poppy, and the thistle. Hey, Em, welcome. Good to see you again. Thanks for being here. And now to start this, I'm going to do the quick brew again because I have the trial and error perk. So you pour oil in the cauldron. And then you just add all of them into the cauldron.
Please, help me.
And you pull it out with a file.
God, what will happen to my family?
And that should give you the lullaby potion and update that objective.
I've got something for you.
Really?
Drink this and you'll fall straight to sleep.
Oh, thank you. Good luck to you.
What will happen to my family?
Okay, and now the next one in line here.
He just needs to sleep.
What do you want?
You're not from Skalitz?
No, but please help me. I can't stay here.
What happened to you?
I was working on the building when the scaffolding up by the roof collapsed underneath me.
Well, and you're very lucky you survived at all.
Yes, that's what everyone tells me. But it's no use being alive if all I can do is lie here like a wet sack of barley.
Well, you're pretty battered, but I don't see anything that a few weeks' rest can't fix.
Weeks? My God, I have to get back to work sooner than that.
What's the problem? Why can't you stay until you heal?
I have a family. I'm poor. It's only thanks to the building work that we can survive. And the master told me if I don't come back in a few days, then I shouldn't come back at all. And where can me and my wife go then? Who'll take us in? We'll end up living in the woods, where any bandit or ruffian could set on us.
Is there anything I can do to help? It looks like they took care of your wounds.
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse, and an old hag from the village gave him some kind of purple herbs for it. And he got better very quickly.
And do you remember what the herbs were?
I don't. But there's supposed to be the whole cursed knowledge of the world in this place. Something has to be written about it. A herbarium, anything.
I'll try to find something.
Thank you. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, so get healing herbs for Semek. Now, we don't know which herb that is. Okay. And you can find it out from the herbarium. Now, the herbarium, if you remember, is already gone. The herbarium was up here. It was on the shelf, and we used it as part of a prior quest with Brother Nicodemus. Okay, if you read the herbarium, you'll find out as you scroll through it that the purple herb he's talking about is the comfrey flower, which we have.
Yeah, where? What's happening?
Hopefully I have what you need.
Okay, and there's the purple flower.
Thank you. With any luck, I'll soon be feeling better. If you find the time, stop by to see me in a few days.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay.
Everything here is fine?
Huh? Where? What's happening?
You look alright?
Mostly, but my leg still hurts.
Did the humans wound you?
That's what I tell the ladies. Truth is, I did myself a mischief while I was running away.
And do they rebandage it for you?
Occasionally. They told me they don't have enough bandages.
Well, that's no use. Those bandages need changing.
Okay, this is why you brought 10 bandages with you.
I've got bandages, so I can take care of it.
Wonderful. Could you tell Brother Nicodemus?
Okay, and here, because we have the First Aid 3 perk, we can do it ourselves.
I can do it myself.
I thought you were a blacksmith.
Yeah, a long time ago. But unfortunately, I've had to learn a thing or two about the art of medicine since then.
Well, fine then. God be...
Dear Mistress Johanka, I come again in admiration of your selfless dedication. I would like to invite you to a fine banquet at my palace. You certainly have earned some... What business have you here, fellow? Who let you in?
Okay, now after you've completed that one, you're
Taking
going to
care
get
of
this
the wounded,
cutscene.
as I'm sure you're aware.
Ah. Well then, run along and take care of them, and let me talk to Johanka. You're not needed here.
Okay, and you want to have a high speech skill for this, which we do, to be able to persuade him here.
Wouldn't it be better to have the banquet here, Custodian?
What?
You admire Johanka's self-sacrifice. I'm sure she appreciates the same quality in others.
Ah, yes. Quite. I was just thinking the same. I'll have some food brought here.
Okay, otherwise you're going to get in a fight and you're going to get arrested. So before you treat him, if you want to take a bard potion or something like that, then please do.
Huh? Why are you waking me?
How are you feeling?
Good. It feels clean. Hope it helps.
It will. Tell them to rebandage you daily. You have the bandages here.
Thank you very much, Henry.
Don't mention it.
Good luck, then.
Okay, so we'll continue our way around.
His wounds have been well taken care of. I'm not needed here.
Okay, we know about Matthias. We saw him in the previous quest.
He'll be able to get out of this on his own.
Okay, and we have 2 left here.
For the love of God, what have you been doing?
That custodian Sebastian is really obnoxious.
He can be unpleasant, but in his own way. I don't know.
You can't be serious.
What's that supposed to mean? At least he was here, unlike you, the whole time. And anyway, mind your own business. Goodbye.
Okay, so maybe that him bringing a banquet down here helped to convince her a little bit.
He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka.
Henry!
What's wrong with that man by the altar? He doesn't look wounded, but he's really pale and doesn't react at all.
He had a broken leg. A bad one. The bone had come right through the skin. We tried to straighten it, but I don't know if we did it right. I'm not holding out much hope for him. I've seen folk in that state before, and it didn't end well.
My God, There has to be something we can do.
And what do you suggest? The monks won't help, and I don't know anyone else who can.
Okay, now again, the First Aid 3 perk. You can go through the Rate Executioner, but
Well,
we're
I
going to
can
do
try.
this one.
I'll straighten his leg.
You?
Unfortunately, I've had occasion to try this sort of thing before. You have to place the bones as precisely as you can next to each other. It's hard, but you have to ignore any screams of pain. That's the only way to help him.
Well, fine. Try it then. Good luck then.
Okay, so now we can set his leg.
Aye.
Done.
Good health
Okay.
to you, Henry.
And the last one is here.
Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly.
For the love of God! What have you been doing?
What happened to Philip?
Poor man. There was nothing wrong with him, and now he's getting worse every day.
But do you know why?
Maybe. He didn't run away from Skalitz, you see. He hid for days, among the corpses. If he got poisoned.
But what can we do?
Us? Nothing. Only Father Simon might have been able to save him. He knew a lot about poisons.
But I found him. He preaches in a church in Rovna.
He's alive. Then talk to him.
And this is why doing a Man of the Cloth quest before this is useful, because you now know where he is. Before we leave to go speak to him, though, we're going to go talk to the custodian.
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
I'm helping at the infirmary now, and I came to...
Ah, and how is Johanka? Do you know her well?
Yes, I do.
Good, good. Does she ever talk about me?
I'm mainly here for supplies and to talk about the state of the wounded from Skalitz. They need blankets, food...
Well, that's not my problem. Let the infirmarius take care of it.
His hands are tied. Until the abbot comes back, he can't get anything.
And why should that interest me?
Okay, and here we're going to... You can try and persuade him, which we're going to do. If you don't have a speech skill high enough, you can pay him, I think it's 150 groschen.
Maybe because of Johanka.
What precisely are you getting at?
She has a kind heart. Everyone can see how deeply she cares about the wounded. If you help her selflessly, it'll win her over. She's bound to be impressed.
Maybe you're right. It will cost me something, but I'll discuss it with Nicodemus. I should be able to help in some way. God be with you.
Okay, and that's going to complete get these supplies from the custodian. So if we look at our quest log now, what we really need to do is get the meat and go and see Father Simon. Okay, and Father Simon's up in Rovna. It is getting late, though. So we're going to head up to Pribyslavitz, spend the night. On the way back, we will hunt. We will meet with the priest, and we will make our way back to finish off this quest.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's head upstairs. And we'll wake up early in the morning. Grab some food and head out. And we're probably going to go a little long here because I'm going to do the hunting and try and finish this quest off here. So we may go 10 minutes long or something like that. Sure y'all won't mind though. Okay, so let's look at our map. And see, we have a boar hunting spot on the way out of here. Hunting row is way too hard. So we're going to stop off at this boar hunting spot on the way out. So let's fast travel to the gate.
Yeah.
And we will head out of town here. And then we'll head this way, and let's tag that.
Yeah.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Yeah.
And careful with this tree. It will knock you off your horse. Okay, and now we're going to head forward a little here, and we will take our bow. And let's go look for the boar. I think we know where they are here. Because they normally... There they are. And they're going to run off. Okay. Pretty sure we get enough meat just out of one boar. We do. Okay, and that's going to finish it off. So, again, with hunting boar, it's one of those things where you get a lot of meat. The meat is worth a lot of groschen. And if you have a horse with good saddlebags, it takes no time at all to earn a lot of groschen once you've gotten where we are and we have the perks that we have and all that sort of stuff. So now let's head to Rovna. We'll turn around and head back up the hill.
Yeah.
And there's Father Simon here.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I need help with treatment.
And what's wrong with you?
Oh, nothing. But Philip from Skalitz is dying. He's lying in Sasau and won't last long.
Slowly now. What happened to him?
Nobody knows much. He's not wounded, but I heard he was hiding from the Cumans for days in a pile of carcasses.
The Lord have mercy. The living should never lie with the dead. His intestines must be purged, but even then he's in God's hands.
How do I clean his intestines?
It might surprise you, but you'll have to give him alcoholic spirits. The purest you can get your hands on. The best is distilled from Artemisia. It'll make him a bit delirious, but it'll help. I'll show you how to prepare it. Good luck to you.
Okay, so now we need to brew an Artemisia potion. Okay, I believe we might... Yeah, we already have some in our inventory. But it doesn't matter, I'll go brew him up again. So let's head to the monastery. So just in case you don't already have one in your inventory, I can show you how to brew it.
Yeah.
Jacob, I don't know if... You mean after you've completed the main quest? Because in that case, I'm not entirely sure. I've not finished this game yet, so I don't really know how much it locks out other things after you've done it. We're going to put sage and wormwood up here. And I'm going to do the quick brew. So again, you need spirits. We're going to add 1 sage. And you can see it's automatically turned to the Artemisia one. 2 wormwood. You're doing the master brew, you take the 2 wormwood, you grind them up first. But because I'm doing the quick brew, and now for here you need to distill. Okay, and that will get you the Artemisia potion. Okay, and Thomas will need to wait a bit and wait for that to take effect.
Oh, that's you.
I see you look much better.
No, I feel much better. Then I heard it was all down to you. Thank you. If you ever need to know about anything that's going on in Sasau, come and see me. There's nothing much happens here without my knowledge. Thomas is my name.
Okay, and here, because we're on the main quest, we can ask him about the crimps here in Sasau.
How are you doing? Feeling better yet?
Aye, much better. I'm truly grateful. A bit longer and I'll be able to run back to the woods and carry on. Well, never mind. Very kind of you to look in on me.
Truth be told, I didn't come just for your health.
What do you need?
Well, I've heard tell there's work for fearless men who enjoy a bit of silver.
Ah, I believe I can help you with that. They used to frequent the tavern, but now they meet in the church.
The church?
Aye, that's right. The church is locked at night, but if you see a light, the door will be open. Go in there and wait. Say a prayer or something, and then you'll see.
That's it? I don't need to speak to anyone.
Just doing what I told you is enough. They'll give you a good look over and see if you've got the metal. Don't you worry about that.
All right, thank you.
You took care of me, why wouldn't I help you? Tit for tat, eh?
God be with you.
And that is going to explain how the if you can't beat 'em objective works. Okay, in the meeting place. It's just a simple, you walk in, talk to them, and everything works. So for here, we need to wait 2 hours. We have to wait for Philip to get better. Okay, and then it waits. We're going to get some alchemy XP out of that, and you can talk to Philip.
What happened?
We brought you back to the land of the living.
How? How long have I been unconscious?
For a long time. Your friends have left.
I have to find them.
Rest now. You're going to be very weary for the next week or two. You'll find your friends. They probably ended up in Ratai like most of our folk.
Well, all right. And Henry? Thank you.
Okay, and that's going to complete Philip. Now, you know everything's done when you go around to all the named people, and all you can do now is pickpocket. Okay, if there's no option to talk to any of them, then you're done. So if you look at your quest objectives, all we have left now is to tell to give Johanka the meat. Might be outside. Oh, there she is.
For the love of God, what have you been doing?
I brought some meat.
Thank you, Henry. Rich food will definitely help.
And then once that's done, tell her there's nothing more you can do.
How are the sick and wounded faring? I don't think there's anything more I can do for them.
You did what you could. Truly. I don't know what I would have done without you. You saved a lot of lives.
Take care.
Okay, now you can see a new icon on your compass. Johanka now has a new icon after you complete In God's Hands, and that's the second half of A Woman's Lot DLC, where you have to help out Johanka with some issues that she's having here. Before we do that, we're going to do an investigation here at the construction for the new church. But that's something that we are definitely going to do next week. So I'm going to drop a save here. And that will be a great place for us to end the episode this week. As always, thank you all very much for being here. My channel subscribers and members, I certainly can't say thank you enough for all your support, because as I always say, without your support, none of this would be possible. This is Commander Jerval saying until next time, fare thee well.